Hear now, my beloved, as I speak to you from the very depths of my heart. I, the Lord your God, the one who knows the innermost secrets of your soul, the one who formed you from the dust and breathed life into your spirit before the first beat of your heart, call you to listen. I am the one who sees your every sorrow, who understands the weight of your burdens, who witnesses your silent tears as they fall in the shadows where no eye but mine can see. I know the hidden battles you fight, the desires that stir within you but remain unspoken, and I hear the cry of your spirit even when your lips remain silent. You, my precious one, have waited long. But behold, this very week I shall fulfill what you have sought with your heart. Just as surely as the night gives way to the morning, I will bring the answer you have longed for into your hands. Let this promise take root in you, stirring a holy anticipation within your heart that refuses to be silenced. Bring to me your sadness, the burdens that have held you captive, the weariness that has clouded your vision. Do not cling to these any longer. Release them into my hands, and I shall pour into you a peace that transcends all understanding. Feel my presence now, filling your heart, flooding it with a quiet certainty that I am moving on your behalf. By the power of my blood, poured out in love and in victory, I make all things possible. Every attack the enemy has crafted against you is rendered powerless. There is no force, no spell, no evil scheme that can break through the fortress of my love that surrounds you. Those who seek to harm you will fall into the very traps they have set for you. They cannot touch you, for I have made you unbreakable through my spirit. Mark these words well, for I require of you your cooperation, your earnest seeking of my face. Promise me that when the morning comes, you will not hesitate to come before me. Promise that you will rise with hunger in your heart for my word, ready to feast upon the truth that brings freedom. Let your ears be open to my voice as I speak life into your soul. Let nothing distract you, no matter the chaos the world may try to place before your eyes. Call to mind my name, and remember who it is that lifts you above the mire. I desire your success, my child, for I did not create you to crawl in the dust of despair, but to walk boldly, head held high, with confidence that I am paving the road to your victory. Hear my words now, as I plant seeds of wisdom in the fertile soil of your heart, as I inscribe my truth upon the tablets of your mind. Let these words take root and grow within you, shaping your character, guiding your steps, refining your spirit. I am preparing you for greatness. I am preparing you to claim the blessings I have long reserved for you. Even though you may not fully comprehend it now, let these words settle deep within your spirit. If confusion arises, return to the beginning of this message and listen again with fresh ears. For I am near, and I will never leave you nor forsake you. This promise I speak is not just truth, it is unstoppable, for my word does not return void. When conflicts rise and doubt seeks to cloud your mind, remember my words. The enemy may try to shake your faith, to sow confusion in your heart, but I have come to bring you abundant life and resounding victory. I will be your shield, your fortress, protecting you with a love that will never fail. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, and no fear can stand in the light of my presence. All I ask in return is that your heart be surrendered, your loyalty unwavering, your obedience steadfast. Let your faithfulness be constant day after day as you choose to draw near to me, to seek my face rather than wander away. Hear me now, my beloved. I speak directly to you. I am the Lord, your God, eternal, unchanging, and always near. Even now, as you take my words into your mind, feel the current of my presence flowing through you, warming every corner of your being, testifying that you are precious in my sight. Be attentive, for I am speaking to you and I will never stop calling you close. I know the deepest secrets of your heart, every fleeting whisper that stirs within your soul, each tear that falls unseen by the world, And to you I say today, with an eternal voice that echoes through the ages, I love you with a boundless, unchanging love, a love that cannot be contained or measured. I enfold you in the protection of my Holy Spirit, surrounding you with armies of heaven, and I pour out all the strength I possess to guard you, to shield you from the schemes of darkness that seek to bind you. Should you long to walk boldly toward the victory I have set before you, then stand firm on the promises I have made to you, for they are as sure as the stars in the sky. Embrace them with your whole heart, without doubt, and you will see how fear, that ancient foe, loses its grip upon you. Those trials which once seemed insurmountable will diminish before your eyes, as though they were but shadows in the light of my truth. And within you, you will discover a courage, a strength you did not know you possessed, because I have already placed it deep within you from the very beginning. Hear me now, you are not weak, you are mighty. You are filled with insight, compassion, and an unwavering steadfastness. You are good, and your heart is honorable. You belong to me, chosen before the foundation of the world itself, and the enemy trembles when he sees you rise, when he witnesses you standing firmly upon my words, when he sees your will bent to mine, pushing forward in obedience. Do not let your heart be troubled or your mind swayed by the lies of this world. Your life is no accident, no random happenstance. You were formed with purpose, with a divine intention. I have declared it over and over. You are beloved, you are a conqueror, chosen to rise above the ashes of this world, triumphant in all that you do when guided by my truth. Have you not cried out to me in moments of desperation, of uncertainty, of pain? Know this, I have heard you. Your prayers have reached my throne, and now I extend my hand to lift you up, to draw you from the shadows and into the brilliance of my light. Indeed, you stand on sacred ground now, at the very threshold of my presence, where my help flows like a quiet, life-giving river. I treasure those moments you spend with me, in the stillness of your secret place, where the world cannot see, where you yield your soul to me in a simple act of trust. That trust, that surrender, empowers me to place a sword in your hand, spiritual, mighty, and sharp. I command you now, face your battles with no hesitation, no fear. Do not let your knees tremble beneath you. Do not let anxiety swirl within your mind like a storm. Though the enemy may roar, strut, and bluster, as though he commands legions of forces, know this: he cannot deliver on his promises. His threats are empty. His words are hollow. He weaves illusions, shadows meant to frighten and deceive, to lead the unwary astray. He thrives in the darkness, in the deceit of division, in sowing hatred and confusion. He feeds on the pride of those too weary, too proud to seek my truth. But know this, my child, he cannot prevail where my light shines. The enemy may bark, but he cannot bite. He may threaten, but he cannot strike with any true power. His weapons are but shadows and lies, insubstantial and fleeting, not truth, not light. Do not underestimate him, for he is cunning, but he is powerless before you. When you are clothed in the armor I provide, when you anchor your heart in the truth I speak to you today. Refuse to harbor bitterness, hatred, or slander upon your tongue. Let not suspicion or malice take root in your thoughts. Do not waste your breath on insults or accusations that serve no purpose but to wound. Guard your soul as a warrior guards a precious treasure, for you are a treasure in my sight. There are those who may flatter you with kind words, but their hearts may seek to rob you of hope. Others may offer sweet promises, only to betray you when your strength runs low. Trust no mortal who refuses to acknowledge my sovereignty, for they cannot give you what only I can bestow. The world will fail you, but I, your God, your Creator, your everlasting Father, will never turn my face away from you. My love is a fountain that flows eternally, and my protection is a fortress that no enemy can breach. As the night falls, I will cover you with my presence, and you will rest in safety, free from the torment of fearful dreams and anxious thoughts. And when the morning comes, you will rise, renewed in peace, strengthened in purpose. For I have watched over you, even when the storms raged outside and the voices of confusion threatened to drown you. You are not alone. I am with you always, guiding you, guarding you, and lifting you up to places of glory you cannot yet imagine. My love for you is steadfast, and nothing will ever separate you from it. Cry out for attention and know this. Within the shelter of my embrace, you shall remain unwavering, for the truth I offer is eternal, and the strength to hold it fast is found in me. Let my voice be your compass, guiding you with unerring wisdom. Let my counsel be the foundation upon which every ambition is built. Let my love infuse every word you speak, every breath you take, coloring your every interaction with light and grace. In this way, watch as the chains of discouragement crumble away. Watch as the lies of the enemy shatter into nothingness like brittle glass, and watch as a holy confidence rises from within you, driving you forward along the path I have ordained for you. You are my precious child, and in this very moment, I desire for you to feel the shield of my presence surrounding you like the wings of a mighty eagle, spreading wide above your head, a fortress against the darkness. No enemy, no power of hell can breach the fortress of my love. The blood I shed for you in perfect love is the armor that protects you, impenetrable, unshakable. No curse, no incantation, no whisper of malice has the power to harm you, for I have sealed you with my promise, and it cannot be undone. The powers of darkness cannot defeat you, for you have found rest in me. Now, raise your voice. Let the cry of your heart be heard, a passionate declaration of your unwavering love for me. Speak with every fiber of your being. Declare with every ounce of strength the truth that lives within you. Write it down, speak it aloud, shout it to the heavens, for when you proclaim your devotion, you forge chains of faith, strong and unbreakable, chains the enemy cannot shatter. The blood of Christ holds within it power that is beyond measure, greater than any storm that may rage around you. Trust that I will move heaven and earth to honor my word in your life, to see you through every trial, to calm every fear, and to nurture every dream I have planted within you. Wait with expectancy, for I am coming to fulfill my promises. Let joy arise within your spirit, for my plans for you are filled with hope, and the future I have prepared will not fail you. Cast off all worry. Let it dissolve like mist in the warmth of my presence. A strengthening wind is blowing. Feel it, filling your lungs, renewing your mind, lifting your heart. Today is the day to close the chapters of yesterday, to sever the cords of pain and confusion that have held you captive. The burdens you once carried have no claim upon you anymore, for I have declared the end of your suffering, and my word never returns void. Believe this, you are no longer bound by the hands of those who sought to harm you. Let them fall away like dead leaves, drifting to the ground, making space for the fresh growth I am bringing forth. Just days ago, your soul wandered through a fog of sadness, unsure of your worth, uncertain of your path. But know this, I was there beside you, holding you steady even when you could not feel my hand. I whispered to your heart, guiding you through the storm. Though it seemed you walked alone, it was my strength that sustained you. I do not stand in judgment of your past mistakes, nor do I point fingers at your failings. Instead, I offer forgiveness, a precious gift wrapped in grace, tied with the ribbon of mercy. Take it, and let it settle deeply in your heart. From this day forward, walk not in arrogant pride, but in the humble assurance of your identity in me. Lift your head not in defiance, but in gentle confidence, for you are my beloved. Let the scorn of those who mock you fade like the shifting sands beneath your feet, for their opinions matter not. Your worth is not defined by their approval. Keep moving forward, step by patient step, propelled by the courage I have placed within you, by the unwavering trust that draws me closer. Have I not already proven myself to you? Have you not witnessed glimpses of my power, seen how I have moved on your behalf? Now wait with steadfast heart. Let faith be the soil in which my promises take root, and soon you shall harvest joy beyond measure. Do not shy away when my blessings arrive. Open your arms wide and receive them with gratitude, allowing them to fill your life with color and vibrancy. In the days to come, doors that once seemed sealed will swing open before you, and happiness, like a beam of divine light, will flood your home. The tension that once gripped your heart will vanish, and you will walk in peace. But beware, my child, for I ask of you constancy. Do not retreat into old habits, nor slide into a faith that flickers only when it is convenient. I long for a faith that endures, a faith that does not crumble under the weight of delay or trial. Resist the temptation to let discouragement take root when you do not see instant results. Do not let weeks pass and my promises fade from your mind. You are not expected to be flawless, but remember who created you. I, the Lord your God, formed you with great care and set you apart so that you might know me intimately, so that your prayers might pierce the heavens like arrows and bring down miracles. Every victory I have lined up for you depends on this unwavering trust. Hold fast to it, for I am with you always. Hear me, beloved, for I extend to you now the grace, forgiveness, and favor that are yours by divine right. Take them freely without a second thought, for they are not mere gifts. They are the very essence of my love, unchanging and everlasting. I have never ceased to love you, not once, even in your moments of despair, when you felt undeserving, abandoned, lost in the shadows of your own doubts. Know this, even in your darkest hours, I was preparing for you a glory so magnificent that it will unfold before your very eyes. I have not forgotten you. I have been at work behind the veil of your understanding, weaving blessings into your life, crafting a future of splendor, filled with my grace. Now rise up, for I am the Lord who lifts you from the dust, who tenderly dries your tears, who fortifies your courage in the face of all that would seek to undo you. I am the one who casts out fear and doubt with a word, who fills your heart with an unshakable peace. Do not be afraid, for my love will never abandon you. It is an eternal refuge, and nothing in all creation can separate you from it. In the stillness of this moment, settle into the warmth of my presence. Know that you stand on the threshold of a destiny I have laid before you, a path illuminated by my light. Walk it with faith, with devotion, with an open heart that is ready to receive the wonders I have yet to reveal. Listen, my precious child, and let my words sink deep into your soul. I am your God, your protector, your ever-present guide, and the shelter from every storm. As you hear these words now, understand this. When the message ends, you are not to return to a life of fear, nor should you linger in worry, for I am with you. Continue the work I have given you to do, even when you cannot see how the pieces fit into the grand design I have orchestrated for you. Trust that I hold all things in my hand. Do not run ahead in haste, searching for solutions of your own making. Let not impatience fray the threads of hope that I have woven into your heart. Be patient. Yes, patient. It may feel uncomfortable at first, but in the silence, in the stillness, I am working. Trust the quiet. Trust the pauses, for in them I will move. Wait for the nudge of my spirit, that unmistakable whisper that will guide your steps. Keep your heart awake, your faith ever strong, and listen to the whispers of my voice, gentle as the breeze, calling you to follow me. Open my word, Let it ignite within you a fire that will burn through all darkness. Kneel before me in prayer. Speak your heart openly. Pour out your dreams, your fears, your confessions, and I will answer. When you give me your heart, all that you are, I will move with power. A power that will break chains, topple walls, and roll away the heaviest stones that have blocked your way. I see the burdens you carry, the wounds that have scarred your spirit. I know the obstacles that have stood in your path, the jagged rocks that have pierced your peace. But listen now. I am removing the stones that have caused you to stumble. I am crumbling the walls that have kept you from seeing the horizon I have prepared for you. I am reaching into the deepest, darkest corners of your past, cutting through every cruel bond that has held you captive. The weight that has crushed your soul, the pain that has threatened to overwhelm you, I am lifting it from you. You have felt the storms of life battering your heart, the fierce winds pushing you toward despair, the waves threatening to capsize your fragile boat. The darkness has seemed unrelenting, the clouds of sorrow and loss so heavy that you feared they would never part. But this day, I come as the divine liberator. I breathe my holy breath into the tempest, and I command the waves to be still. The winds will cease, the clouds of fear and doubt will scatter, and my peace will reign in your heart. Know this, my words are not empty. They are filled with life, with power, and with the promise of 1,000 new beginnings. Within them lie the seeds of miracles, waiting to take root in the fertile soil of your faith. Your heart has longed for change. Your soul has cried out for a chance to rebuild. I have heard you. And yet, I must tell you this. Do not hear these words and then return to a life of disbelief. Do not nod politely and walk away unchanged. This is not a moment for fleeting sentiment, but for lasting transformation. This is the hour of steadfastness, the time to cling to the truth I have revealed. Do not let it slip through your fingers. Nourish your soul with my word, with the sweetness of heaven's honey that will turn your bitter seasons into joy. Let my truth settle on your tongue like a healing balm. I have placed lessons in your life, teachings that have come through trials, prayers that have stirred your heart, and scriptures that have awakened your hope. Now, it is time to live them. Live boldly, live faithfully. Let this be the year you step forward with courage, living out every principle you hold dear. I will be with you at the break of dawn, gently reminding you of these promises as the light of a new day fills your eyes. Hold fast to my love, for I am with you, now and always. In the quiet hush of morning, seek me with all your heart, and you will sense my presence drawing near, for I am always near to those who listen attentively to my call. In the stillness before the clamor of the day rises up, I am there, waiting to be found. When your eyes cannot perceive me in the circumstances that surround you, look deeper still, into the wellspring of faith I have placed within you. Reach out for me in prayer, for I stand closer to you than your next breath, more accessible than you dare to dream. I'm not far off, nor am I hidden beyond your grasp. My nearness is a sacred truth, one that can steady your soul when the world around you trembles, when everything else shifts and falls apart. Even now, as you read these words, feel the change in the atmosphere. The weight of your anxiety begins to lift. The shadows that once threatened to overwhelm you recede into the corners of the earth. A gentle peace settles over you like a blanket, wrapping your heart in a quiet assurance. This, my child, is the work of my hand. I am preparing you for what lies ahead, for seasons filled with new opportunities, open doors, and uncharted horizons. The obstacles that once towered over you, casting their long shadows, now shrink beneath the brilliance of my promise. The storms that raged in fury are now stilled at the sound of my voice. Now, take courage, my child. Step forward with obedience and without hesitation. Move through your day with the calm assurance that my promises will guide you, that my voice will shape your thoughts, and my Spirit will direct every step you take. Should doubts creep in, remember my faithfulness. Should fear attempt to rise up again, dismiss it with the memory of the strength I have given you. Hold fast to me. I am your God, and you are never alone. As you walk through life, you will come to trust me more deeply, to love me more fully, and to find me wherever your journey leads. I have watched your every step, heard your whispered prayers, and seen the silent tears that fall in the night. Even now, as you read these words, I draw closer to you, leaning in to hear the deepest cries of your heart. You carry with you desires hidden in the depths of your soul, dreams that tremble with hope. Know this, these longings have not escaped my notice. I am committed to fulfilling them, to bringing to pass the breakthroughs you have long cried out for. But understand this, my child, if you truly yearn to see wonders unfold before your eyes, if you seek to witness the supernatural in your life this very year, then heed my call. Give me your heart without reservation. Entrust the reins of your life to my hands, and live as I have called you to live, justly, rightly,